Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Wednesday, March 16th, 2016. We are awaiting the Federal Reserve here. Very intriguing charts, folks. I want to go over this ahead of the Fed, which will be out in 1 hour. And basically what I'm seeing here is multiple signals, and you have some bull flags on some important stocks, and then you also have some bearish setups on other important stocks. So there's really this hodgepodge where it's telling us, the market's telling us, it's not 100% sure which way it's going to go. I see more bearish setups than bullish because the markets are generally overbought, but by no means is it a slam dunk. The only thing I would say is there's a chart I want to show you on JP Morgan that I think tells us the Fed may raise interest rates. Now, I don't expect it, but this chart is kind of, I mean, you think about financials, a bull flag on a financials do better when interest rates go up. So let's take a look at the spiders here first. Number one, this is a classic bearish pattern, folks. Probably one of the best bearish type bar, inside bar patterns I've seen in a long time. Where is it? Take a look at this high here. The drop, including the gap down, right into gap window, pivot high here. And then look at over the last 2 days, slow incline. Where did we go? Right to gap fill. This is a bearish inside bar pattern in spirit of bear flag right here, guys. And again, it's classic. Look at that angle right there. Classic angle. And that's off of the fall. So you had the sharp fall and then the inside bar move right into gap fill. And the markets have already started to roll over a little here ahead of the Fed. So that is bearish for the markets. No doubt about it, folks. That is bearish. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you was the JP Morgan daily chart. So let's go to the JP Morgan daily chart here. JPM had an early push up and then has fallen back in here. But take a look at this, guys. Go to your daily chart and look at this pattern. I mean, this is a bullish pattern. Very bullish. Beautifully bullish. Look at that move up and then this inside bar bull flag above the 50 MA and the 20 MA still holding up. This is interesting because, again, think about it from this perspective. Financials generally do better, right, when the Fed hikes interest rates. So is this telling us that the Fed might hike interest rates today? I mean, I can't see that. I really can't see it because that would be a surprise to the market, and the Fed doesn't surprise the market, right? I mean, the Fed tries to choreograph everything ahead of time by 10 years almost of what they're going to do. But it is kind of interesting here. And it's also a bullish pattern. So does that mean the markets are going to go up anyway? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like as a trader, as an investor, as a pro trader, a chief market strategist, there's definitely some intriguing charts here that are giving me mixed messages. You know, here's a bullish chart. There's plenty of other bullish charts, even American Express. I mean, it's overbought, but look at this nice flag pattern right above the moving averages. But then if you look at other charts like Travelers, look at Travelers here, guys. I mean, look at this move up here. Right into resistance right here. Pivot high, extended chart. So, I mean, you wouldn't think maybe it goes up a little bit more, but you wouldn't think it would go up much more. And even on the spiders, and again, spiders are going to have a lot of lines because I day traded, but you're into the 200 here. I mean, it is a crazy scenario here, guys. Very unusual to see so many mixed messages. And what it tells us, I guess, is that the market really has no clue. Let's take a look at the QQQ here. I mean, this is interesting on the Qs because the Qs could pop a little bit into that 200 right here, but I just don't think there's much more upside beyond that. Such an epic move up on the QQQ. So maybe that's the angle. Maybe we're going to get a small bounce on the Fed that takes a lot of these charts into these key levels, and then ultimately we'll see reversals from that point maybe tomorrow or the next day, and we see a sharp sell come in. Really fascinating stuff, guys. Again, I can't remember a Fed decision day where I had so many mixed chart signals about upside or downside. If you ask me where this chart's going to be in 2 weeks from now, I think it's down. If you ask me literally later today or tomorrow morning, it's hard to say. It is hard to say, folks. There's a lot of mixed signals here. So, I just wanted to show you guys the different angles of this market right now and the different signals. And again, I think it tells us that the market really doesn't know either. Doesn't really understand which way the Fed's going to go and what's it going to ultimately do to this market. Okay? A couple stocks that I think are doing very well today. We have Apple. Real nice move up on Apple, although Apple's not far away from a big level too. I have a big level of resistance here at 107.40 right there, pivot area. So that's going to be resistance. And then if we take a look at some of the other ones, Facebook. I mean, Facebook's a bearish pattern. As crazy as it is, this is a sharp move down, and this is an inside bar pattern. Could it go as high as this gap fill? Yeah, but look at how close it is already. That's 112.75 right there. So, I mean, even if it does pop up, just kind of like the QQQ, there's not much upside. And it's so interesting to me to see the spiders intraday rolling over ahead of the Fed, too. That's very unique. Usually the markets are more quiet, more like how it was this morning going into the Fed. But here we're actually seeing a little bit of selling. Granted, there's no volume behind it as we await the Fed, but it just kind of, again, throws more question marks into the mix. I mean, what is really going on in the Fed's mind? The Fed is kind of in a box. I think they would prefer to raise rates, but after Europe, the European Central Bank created more stimulus and basically did more QE, I mean, it just puts them in a really awkward position. So again, bottom line is we're going to trade it. We're going to make money as we always do. But amazing stuff, guys. Really, really amazing on the charts. Take care, guys. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com.